Yo, 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 what's up, people? We are back on the Minecraft survival world. For those of you guys who are just tuning in to this world, last episode we built up this awesome apiary with a honeycomb farm below it that is producing massive amounts of honeycombs. We also built up this windmill, and we gotta love Minecraft physics because the windmill can't spin, but I tried to make it look the best I could. And no, I still have not done the interior on this building. I have a pretty cool idea that we're gonna do, and yes, it involves some redstone. Hey man, I don't think you're supposed to be over here. You're supposed to be on the other side of that portal. You are just one ugly mob. But before we jump into today's episode, I just want to thank you guys for all the love and support you guys have been showing me. The first episode of this series just hit 2,000 views, and that is amazing. I would have never thought that to happen. So, like I said, maybe hit that like and subscribe button. Maybe it might make this channel just a little bit better. Well, actually, hopefully a lot of it. Maybe some of it? What about none of it? All right, that's too many bits. In between episodes, I decided to go out and do a little bit of mining because that honeycomb farm just diminished our iron supply. We had like 37 iron nuggets to our name, and now we're up to 49 iron blocks. I got some diamonds while I was down there too, and a good amount of gold and redstone. I will definitely say the new caves are a lot harder to light up, and there's tons and tons of mobs spawning down there. But once you get it lit up, there's so many fortunes down there that are just showing in the ceiling, the walls, the ground. It's awesome. But I've been noticing this side of our village is a little bland. We're missing a big building right over here, or at least a farm or something. But my plan is we're going to build some stables over there because we have so many horses. By the way, I'm just kidding. We have no horses. I don't even think we have a saddle to our name. But hopefully we can get some saddles and horses soon. But back to the whole stables idea, I think it just would fit the best in this area. We're kind of near the farms. We have our barn right over there. I just don't think it would work very well over on that side of the village. And we could maybe even do like a little test track so we can test out the speed and jumping capabilities of the horses. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that if I can figure out how to use the redstone and make something like that. As you guys can tell, I'm not too confident in my redstone abilities. It's okay though. Minecraft is about learning. Learning how to slaughter. Jokes aside, I just needed some food. We ran out of steak and I don't have any more raw beef, so we just had to collect some and we can go smelt it now. I'm living life luxurious. We're eating steak right now. Next up, golden carrots. That does require villagers though. So we got our stack of steak all cooked up, and while that was cooking, I got a bunch of blocks put together here for this stables building. But before we actually start building the stables themselves, I started doing a little bit of terraforming, and there's a lot more to do. I think it'll just make the place a lot more visually appealing. What I've done is I've brought the dirt a few blocks up at a very gradual incline, and then we're going to start to flatten it out up on the top here. And now we just start placing in a load of dirt. And just like that, we have a perfect dirt pad to build on. One other thing, I think we're going to get rid of this tree, guys. This tree has been here since episode 1 is when I planted it. And I think it's time we get rid of it because we're going to be doing a bunch of custom trees in today's episode. And to be completely honest, I think this is going to block the view greatly of the stable building. So down with the tree, I guess. I would normally burn this thing down, but I have fire tick off just because I don't want any of our beautiful buildings getting caught on fire by any lightning. Surprisingly, I don't think this tree actually had a lot of wood inside of it. Normally there's wood scattered everywhere on these things, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Now, even though that was only one tree, trust me, when this thing comes down, this area is not going to look very good. There's going to be no trees in our entire village. But you just got to hold on with me because trust me, once we get these custom trees put up, this place is going to look spectacular. But I think it's time we actually start on building these stables. First off, we're going to do a building along one side and then stables in an L shape. So my thought is that if we count 7 blocks over, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, you know what? Let's go 9. So 8, 9, and then 10. Nope, wrong spot. 10 can go right there, and that should come far enough forward. And it's not going to be perfectly in line with the mine over there, so it won't look too symmetrical. Actually, it's only 1 block off, so let's actually bring this over 2 blocks like that. Get rid of these guys, and then we'll make this building, let's say, 5 blocks wide. So 5 right there, and then 5 right there. So then we'll bring this guy 1 block back, 2 blocks over, and then each stable is going to be 3 blocks wide. We don't want it to be 5 blocks because that's too many. Yeah, let's just say 3 for now. Should be enough. Yeah, we'll stick with that. and I want it to go back 1 block on each stable. So something like so. But we are going to run out of room. So we're going to actually push all of this 2 blocks forward besides the building. So we're actually getting rid of the wood blocks in between, and we're going to put some cobblestone in, because my thought is that the faces of these buildings will all be stone, while the support on the outside corners will be wood. So let's start bringing all of this up 1 more block. Actually, let's take it 2 blocks higher. So we'll do tough, cobblestone, and kind of the same thing along the whole building. All right, there we go. That's looking a lot better. Now let's take some stairs and do something like that. And we're going to use andesite for some of the stairs just to split it up, and tough does not have a stair version of it. And we want to use the same block combination here for the archway in the middle. So something like that. Then over here, we can do cobblestone and tough and make sure that's a 3 block gap. Yes, it is. And then we actually want to go 1 block higher on all this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that jump over there. Let's see if I can. Okay, that works. You know, yeah, that works. And then we're going to take some oak wood for the base of this building and kind of just stack it up, mixing blocks with some oak logs. And then we'll strip these guys down, which should look pretty good like that. Yes, it does. It is the same texture as the spruce, but I think that's okay. And we're left with something that looks a little bit like that. Back in this little corner, I'm thinking we take a little bit of coarse dirt and place it in right there. So let's put 2 doors on the inside of this block. I don't have any slabs, but I'm thinking we use some slabs right there. But let's bring each one of these, let's say 5 blocks back. So that should be a 5 block gap. And then right here, same thing, and right here. Now we're just gonna go around the outside of the building, mixing between tough and cobblestone, a little bit of andesite here and there. You'll see I'm gonna be placing in some glow lichen on the walls just to help split up the building. And I think it gives a very nice like ambient light when it's nighttime. Not that I'm playing too much at nighttime, but when it is, it looks great. Now I've noticed for a lot of our roofs is they're coming out looking pretty similar. Like from this angle right here, all of those roofs blend in with each other, which I don't love. So for this roof, we're going to be using oak, and we're going to go with a completely different style. To be completely honest, I'm not really loving how the roof style looks here. I'm not sure if it's the oak for the roof or just the shape of it. It just doesn't look right. Could even be that the buildings are too tall. So what I'm going to do is actually get rid of the roof and start from scratch. So after many iterations on the roof, I've come up with this one here, and it is pretty similar to the rest of our builds, but I think that will be okay because we can change this one up a little bit and maybe add some calcite to tie it back to that building and the mine over there. With that being said though, I think we should get the roof done on this side. So I've been getting a bunch of work done here. I got the roof put on the other stable building, and then I also got some dirt and coarse dirt placed in, and the fence post going along the outside. Over here, we're gonna store some wheat in here. It's pretty small. I'm thinking we might put a wheat block and then find something else to go in there. With that being said though, we need to get this building finished. So for starters, let's get this front wall put on, just doing the same thing we did here with oak and oak planks. Front wall finished, onto the back one. This front wall is looking very bland, so I think we're actually gonna wipe out a 3x3 area and bring some fence out. Grab our 12 fences and let's just bring this out. I'm thinking something like that. And then we'll bring it back over. I think it went like this and then like that. Yeah, and I think that looks pretty nice right there. With the walls all finished up on this building, I've started on the roof, and this is the pitch we got going right now. I really want to get this right so I don't build the whole thing and tear it down like I did on those ones. We're going to use deep slate in the middle of the roof and just have a spruce edge along the whole building. We're also going to recess the deep slate back 1 block like this instead of putting it directly on top of that. And then some slabs up top. I think I like how that looks. The only issue we might run into is on the front side right here. It might be hard to fill in those blocks. So what I have in mind is actually to leave the top deep slate right here. So let's just bring that down. We can do some right there and just kind of continue this trend even on the front side. So like that. And then if we actually take some trap doors, we can do something like this. Trap doors and slabs. We put the slabs right there, and we actually got to get rid of those guys. And I think we want to do slabs like that. And I think that just adds a very nice border in between the oak and the deep slate because they're totally different textures and colors. So I've spent the last little while finishing up the stables building, getting it fully detailed, and I think it turned out really nice. Along the front side on the fence post, we got some red candles to add a little bit of color. We also got hay bales in the actual stables themselves, and then 1 hay bale right in kind of the common area. Besides that, I got the pathways all finished up, and I'm thinking we're gonna add a tree in the big green area right in front of the oak building, just because there isn't really anything going on. I tried to add a few large stones by just using tough cobble and mossy cobble. We got 1 right there, and one over here. And I'm thinking we're definitely going to be adding a lot more of those guys throughout this entire village. Building aside, I was thinking about how we have no saddles, and I'm thinking what we might do is actually go to the village. It's about 1,000 blocks that way, and do some trading with the leather workers. We obviously have plenty of leather to trade with them. We have just about 2 stacks of leather, and we can turn that into armor if we need to trade that with them. I want to be able to come back with 4 or 5 saddles so we can fill up the stables completely. But time for bed. So we got nearly a full day ahead of us, and I've grabbed a bunch of items that we should be able to trade with the villagers down there. We obviously got the leather, and then I got a bunch of crops because I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of farmers. As I said, it is a pretty far run over there. We got to run in this direction about 1,000 blocks. So let's get to it. Wait a second, I don't have any pants on. I'm running through the wild in my undies. So I think I may have ran the wrong way because I've never been to this village before, but it does have a blacksmith. So I want to check this guy out and see what it has to offer. Oh my gosh, there's 3 diamonds in here and some pants for us. Sweet. We shall wear pants now. No helmet though. I don't think this village has any leather workers, so I'm going to try finding the other one I've gone to. Well, that's awkward. I didn't even see that one over there. I'm pretty sure that's the village we've been to before. Let's get some trading done real quick and just trade for a bunch of emeralds so we have them for the future. Another farmer over here. No, this is a fisherman. All right, I don't have any string on me. That's a great book. Curse of Binding. Yeah, no thank you. Are you kidding me? I don't think this is the village either. This is not nearly as big as I remember. And there's no leather workers here. Well, I guess we just gotta look for another village then. We have finally found a village with some leather workers. Look at that. Let's start trading with this guy. We're gonna go through all of our leather pretty quickly here, so I should probably save it. This guy is indeed leveling up. All right, so his next trade is flint. We don't have any flint. Ooh, okay, I gotta make a chest or something so we have some room. Okay, there's a chest in here that we'll just throw everything in. All right, time to use our emeralds. Oh, that's all of our emeralds are ready. Okay, let's just do this trade. Oh, that still doesn't get us enough. Shoot. We need to go grab ourselves some. Hopefully there's a few farming villagers. And finally, after so much trading, turning villagers into farmers, we have a saddle. And the best part is too, we're getting it for a stellar deal. 1 emerald for 1 saddle. We're gonna use all of our emeralds and get as many of these guys as we can. Definitely gonna have to clear out our inventory a lot here and get rid of most of this stuff. We don't need really any of the leather horse armor. If I can make it fit, I will bring it with us, but I'd rather bring back saddles. We're up to 12 saddles and we got 7 leather horse armors. So I think with that being said, we should actually make our way back towards camp. 12 saddles should be able to last us for a pretty long time. And I'm also going to steal these bells because they're not easy to get a hold of. And the long run begins. So I made it back to base without dying because I had to run through the night. But I did get all of our saddles and leather horse armor put away. We got the leather horse armor in this barrel and our saddles in this one. When I got back from the village, I was in a little bit of a building mood and I needed to do some testing. And as you guys can see, I built a custom tree right here using some birch logs and birch leaves. And I think it turned out very, very nice looking. It sort of resembles a spruce tree, but I didn't want to use spruce logs since we've used them pretty much all around the village. So that's why I went with birch. Now, this isn't the only custom tree style I want to do. There's another one I want to do just to add some diversity to the tree line. And I'm thinking on that one, we might use spruce logs or we might even use dark oak logs. The only thing with custom trees that use dark oak logs is sometimes the dark oak is just a little too dark. But I guess that's why dark is in its name. As you guys can see, I did a bunch of collecting and got a bunch of birch leaves and a bunch of spruce wood. Now I was thinking that this would be plenty of leaves, but I did go through 3 stacks just building the tree right over there. So surprisingly, I think we're going to be fine on birchwood, but I might need to go get some more birch leaves. And while I'm out, I'm going to have to do a little bit more collecting to get some more of a different style wood and a different style of leaves. But before we hop into massive amounts of resource collecting, I did notice that we are at level 33 from all the villager trading we did. So I just want to hop down to our enchantment table down at the skeleton spawner and hopefully be able to get a pretty good enchantment on this bow and arrow. I also brought a sword with me just because this sword isn't great. It does have looting 3, but I hate Bane of Arthropods. So let's see what we got on this bow. We have Unbreaking 3, and then on the sword we have Bane of Arthropods. So we are going to go with the bow and arrow. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. You know what? That's not bad. I would have loved Infinity, but we do have plenty of arrows to spare. So yeah, that works. Now let's check what the sword is, and the sword is Sweeping Edge. Ooh, that is a good enchantment. Please have sharpness 4 on it or something. Oh my gosh, a looting 3 on this one again. That is awesome. It's smite 4 instead of sharpness. which I think I can deal with for the time being. We'll put this one in the chest, and we're going to start using this sword as our main one. Why, Minecraft gods? Why? Why do you have to make it rain? I hate the rain, obviously, as you guys can tell. It just makes the game so dark and not very pretty looking. The rain is gone, and we got to do some resource collecting, but first, there's this Enderman right here, and I want to kill him to get his Ender Pearls, and of course, he just had to teleport. Oh, he's right there. Okay, come on. Look at me in the eyes, buddy. Look at me in the eyes. Oh, of course he's hidden behind a tree. You're looking at me. There we go. Okay, we're doing good there. Now let's get under this block right here. We can hit him. Oh, I think he can reach us. This might not go well. Oh, okay. Yep, we might die. Oh, no, we got him. Oh my gosh, a heart and a half. That could have been really dangerous. And we got 1 Ender Pearl from it. Not bad. Gain those hearts back, and time to do resource collecting. So I got all the blocks gathered up that we're going to be using to build these custom trees. And to be a little honest, guys, right now I'm a little overwhelmed because I got to build 15 to 20 of these guys. And that's a lot of trees, considering this one took me 20 minutes to build itself. Actually, maybe more like 15. But that's not the point. The point is that if you feel a little overwhelmed in your world, just take a step back and take a deep breath and work 1 tree at a time, and it'll come a lot quicker than you think it will. With that being said though, guys, I think it's time we cue the time lapse, and we're gonna throw shaders on this one. You'll notice the shaders is a little different. I'm gonna use the enhanced default shaders. It doesn't change up the game too much, it just adds shadows. But I will see you guys when we have trees. Well, I guess we already have trees, but whatever, more trees. Now that definitely took a lot longer than I expected. I was thinking it would take me maybe 5 to 7 minutes per tree, but it ended up taking me anywhere from 10 to 15 just because I wanted to get them right so I don't kind of build the trees and then have to come back around and fix them up. I also ended up only building 10 trees because I don't really want to build trees in areas I haven't built in yet. I did want to build one behind the little cow farm right here, but I'm just going to wait on that because behind that, I'm thinking we can build something else. But man, do they make the village look so much better. I think one of my favorite trees is the one that overlooks the little river right here. I had it kind of bend up into the side, and it just looks so great. I also hung a bunch of lanterns from each tree just to help light up the village because I noticed that some of the areas are pretty dark at nighttime. And at one point in the time lapse, you guys could see there's like a creeper right in there, and I was over there, and yeah, I did not want to die to that guy. For the end of the episode, I was going to finish off the interior on the windmill, but I think we're going to wait on that because I don't have all the materials we're going to need for the redstone build. So I think instead, we're going to actually go out and tame some horses. We obviously built some stables earlier, and I don't think they're totally complete stables until we got some horses in there, or even donkeys. I've really only seen donkeys around this area. Let's go grab our saddles. Let's grab 3 of them for now, and I think I have some leads in our little storage room over there, so we'll grab those guys too. I don't know where they are. We have 1 name tag in here. Are the leads in this chest? No, they're not. This is the problem with the small storage room. I'm running out of space, so I've been putting blocks in areas that they don't necessarily go in. We have 4 string. Ooh, we can actually make 1 lead, I think, or do we get multiple per crafting? Ooh, we get 2. Okay, you know what, that works for me because we can ride one of the horses and put 2 of them on leads. So let's get to it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear there's no horses spawning in the meadows. I would think they would, but I've only seen donkeys. I'm fine with just taming 3 donkeys, but I would like a horse just because they are a little faster. Okay, we got some horses over here, but this is grassy lands. You guys let me know in the comments down below if that is a game rule. I'm not sure, and that is a floating animal over there. I don't think that's normal. Maybe he's like a god or something. He's the one who's not letting horses spawn in the meadows. What I do know is that we got 2 horses and a donkey. Ooh, even 3 horses. All right, so I'm gonna assume he's fast. Let's see if he is. Never mind, he is very slow. Okay, forget about this guy. So we got our second horse. Let's see what the speed is on this guy. All right, not bad. I would say that's right in the middle. I know you can download some sort of vanilla mod that can work on the vanilla launcher that tells you the speed that you're traveling at, but I have not gotten to that yet, but I'm definitely thinking about doing it now. It would probably make this process a whole lot faster. So the third horse is all tamed. Let's throw a saddle on this guy and check his speed. And he is very, very, very slow. I mean, I don't even think I can emphasize the word slow anymore. You know what? He might be faster than the first horse we tried. That one was really, really slow. I feel like I've been saying slow too much, and it's kind of funny. It looks like we have glasses on because the ears of the horse are blocking our eyes. Do we need glasses? Maybe we should throw glasses on our guy. You guys tell me. Let's see if there's any other horses in the general vicinity. Those are cows. I don't think we can ride those guys. Is there anything down this way? Let's just shift off of this guy real quick and use our zoom. No, it doesn't look like there's anything else. So we'll ride one of these horses back and bring another with us. There is a donkey up there, and you know what? Might as well. Let's just bring the donkey back too. Grab this guy on a lead, and let's see if he'll follow us and not break the lead. All right, I'm starting to be able to see the smoke from our campfires and some of the custom trees. Just coming up on the stables right now, and I think we're gonna use 2 of the leads to hold the donkeys in because we don't have enough name tags, and I don't want him to despawn because we also can't throw armor on him. So I think what I'm gonna do is name tag this horse right here. I think I'm going to name him First Timer. I hope you guys know, one day this horse is going to have a pasture all to itself. This is our first horse in this world, and his name is First Timer. Now that we got some horses and some donkeys, we have some stables built, some custom trees, which is just so cool, and I love it. And we also have a bow and arrow now. But besides all of that, thank you guys so much for watching episode 6 of this Let's Play series. Thank you guys so much for the support, as I said at the beginning, and I will see you guys in the next one.